Smartphone cameras are better than ever, and are generally nearly as good as a small handheld camera, especially with features like 4K video, portrait mode, and night mode. But what you might not know or might not be fully comfortable with is Pro mode. Smartphones have this advanced mode hidden away in the camera settings for photographers who are used to working with the more manual controls that their DSLR cameras offer. The default automatic mode on phone cameras is certainly plenty for most people, and it's intelligent enough to pick the right settings for the moment. But to have full creative control and get the perfect shot, Pro mode is here. I'll be recording this on a Samsung Galaxy, but the process, controls, and best practices will be similar across other Android devices. Unfortunately, the iPhone doesn't have a dedicated Pro mode, but you'll still be able to find some of these settings in your camera app. The terminology being used here is standard camera terminology, so regardless of what kind of phone you have, or if you're even working on a camera, you'll be able to use these lessons to take better photos. So open your phone's camera app, then navigate to your full list of extra camera options. Locate and tap on Pro mode. If you're familiar with camera settings already, then you can probably figure it out from here. But for those of you who want to learn how to leverage the full power of your camera, we'll go ahead and define all of the available settings. ISO. ISO, or ISO, controls the light sensitivity of a camera. Low values are ideal for brightly lit or stationary subjects, and high values are better for poorly lit or fast-moving subjects. ISO is not a magical tool to take pictures in the dark, however. The higher the value, the more noise will be introduced into your photos. Shutter speed. Shutter speed is how slow or fast the camera shutter closes. A slow shutter speed lets in more light, so the image will be brighter, while a fast shutter speed lets in less light and will thus result in a darker image. So a slow shutter speed is better for nighttime shots as well as scenery shots with no movement, and you should use a fast shutter speed for capturing photos of fast motion so that you don't get a blurry image. EV. EV is simply the exposure value, which can adjust the overall brightness of the image. Focus. Focus lets you choose between automatic and manual. Auto will automatically focus on what the camera sees fit and will work great for most normal photos. Manual mode lets you adjust a slider to change the focus distance. It will let you achieve depth of field without moving your phone around. One direction is good for focusing right in front of you, and the other direction is good for focusing on faraway objects like scenery. White balance. White balance adjusts the color temperature. On one end of the spectrum is blue or cold, and on the other end of the spectrum is orange or warm. You can adjust this while taking a photo, so your photo can look true to life. Now we have some standard controls. There are various standard controls that can make adjustments to your photo in camera. This lets you control things like contrast, highlights, shadows, saturation, tint, and color temperature all within the camera. These kinds of adjustments are easy to do in most editing programs such as Lightroom, but why not do them in camera if you have the time to set it up? Pro mode is an awesome tool in smartphones that gives you more control over your photos, but phone cameras do such a great job already that it may not give you much of an advantage. That being said, it is a fantastic entry point to learning DSLR photography. You can spend time playing with these settings on a device you probably already have, before spending hundreds or thousands of dollars more on a DSLR camera setup. It is a great starting point and can make some of your photos stand out from the rest. While for most photos the fully automatic mode will probably get the job done, sometimes you want to capture a very specific moment in a very specific way, and Pro mode can give you the creative freedom to do that. Do you use Pro camera mode on your phone? Let us know if you find it useful, or if you prefer to just put it on full auto and trust the device to work its magic. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe to FilterGrade if you learned something today. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. And if you're looking for professional LUTs, Lightroom desktop and mobile presets, Premiere Pro templates, and more photo and video education, visit FilterGrade.com today.